We'll talk about skis. If possible, I try to be in a situation where I can ski. It's usually in the lakes. When the snow gets a little melted down, I can ski on portages. Skiing is about 3 times easier than snowshoeing. So, and I use the standard fish scale, non-waxable. This is a different binding. This has been around for a long time. It's called a Berlin binding, but it enables you to put a boot or a muckluck in it. And we've used these bindings 30 years in the polar Arctic regions on the ice caps. It's impossible to travel with a pin binding or a regular leather ski boot in most of the northern conditions because you freeze your feet. But this one will accommodate a rubber boot or the Steger muckluck will fit right in there. And then the poles I use are leaky poles. These are also used sometimes for hiking. They telescope, so I can telescope them down when I'm traveling and then adjust them to the right size. What is important in the woods is I use a small basket like this because a lot of times you're in brush, a lot of brush and resistance, and if you have a larger basket, especially with the irregularities on it, you're always hanging up. And then I of course use the paddle when I'm paddling on the open water, but the paddle is a central part for me when I'm on the lakes for testing the ice. This is a Kevlar, it's North Star, same company that makes the canoe. And Kevlar is just super tough, you really can't damage that. But I use this, I have a ski pole in one hand and I have this in the other, and I'm probing down really hard. And basically if this thing goes through the ice, I know to stop and think out my next move. And it's really great because if it doesn't go through, the ice is always right. So it's just the right amount of surface and it's tough enough. And so this really becomes my friend in really tricky situations. I always got this to test the ice ahead of myself.